starring Chuck Connors.
I don't care what you saw. You're a liar.
I am not a liar. You take that back.
Liar!
Call me a liar, will ya? Let me up! Let me up! I'm not a liar. Say uncle. Will you say uncle? All right, uncle. Now come and take a look for yourself.
I already said uncle. All right, I'll come and look.
And if I'm right, I get a knuckler free for an apology. See? I wasn't lying. Now I'll take my apology.
I always win the small ones. Well, let's call it a night, gentlemen.
All right with me. I can't tell hearts from spades anymore.
Rose, bring me a whiskey. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, gentlemen. I seem to have lost my manners. Would you care to join me?
Thank you, sir.
Well, I'll pass this round. Thanks anyway, Keeler.
Make that 3 shots, Rose. I'd say you're about $12 ahead, Mr. McCain.
14. Pretty close.
You're a pretty good poker player, too.
I was once, a long time ago. Pats, thanks for the music. Night.
Night.
Lucas.
Jesse, what are you doing here?
I couldn't wait anymore. I had to find out what was happening. Well, did you catch him at it?
I watched his hands like a hawk. Never took my eyes off him all night.
Did he ever touch his sleeve? His coat?
Jess, I didn't see anything out of order. Look, he's an old hand at this. He's not going to run the risk of cheating unless the stakes are higher.
They were high enough the other night. Everything I own in the world.
You still haven't told Mary yet.
How can I? I promised her I'd never touch her card again. She swore she'd leave me if I did. But, Lucas, I can't stand seeing her work so hard and have nothing.
Well, Jesse, you'd better be ready to explain something to her.
If I lose my wife and farm because of that Tinhorn, I'll kill him, told me, Lucas.
Stop talking like a fool. That's not going to help anything.
I could take Keeler out in the woods and beat him to a pulp, make him admit it.
How are you going to explain that to Mary? Then she'll know you were gambling for sure. Now, I better play poker with him again tomorrow night. Maybe if the stakes are higher, he'll try something I can catch him at. You go home and be patient.
Lucas, I got no right to ask any friend to do this much for me.
All the years we've been friends, Jess, you've done more for me than I could ever make even. Besides, I like poker.
Unbutton me, honey.
$245.
Ooh, gets less and less every night.
You know what I think, Rose?
Hmm.
I think it's time we move on.
Oh, suits me fine. I'm getting fed up with this place. I'd like to go where there's some life, maybe see a couple of shows. Okay, honey? Follow the game.
Good. Then it's settled. Just give me a day, maybe two, to get rid of some of these IOUs for cash.
Oh, hello, son. Sorry I woke you.
I wasn't asleep.
Say, looks like you got banged up a little. What happened?
Millie cleaned them up and put some arnica on them.
Millie, what did you do? Get in a fight in town?
Sort of.
Mark, we don't keep things from each other as a rule.
No, not as a rule.
Well, then?
I got in a fight with Willie. I said he was lying, and he wasn't.
Lying about what?
About you gambling with that man who's married to the new waitress at the hotel. Willie said you're no better than a Tinhorn.
And you fought him on my account. Now, sit down, son. I'd better tell you what's going on. Mike is the only other person who knows. Now, I don't want this to go any further, but we have a little problem with Jesse Phillips.
Good day, Jesse.
What, Keeler?
Yeah, it's rather warm, isn't it? I don't see how you farmers get through the day in this heat.
You get used to it.
Yes, I suppose so. A man can get used to anything except being skinned. I gave my money, Jesse. You got the 1,500?
No. You said you'd give me time.
I tell you, Jesse, I've had enough of this town. I think it's time another community had the benefit of my sporting ability. I'm leaving in 2 days. Got 1,000.
All you'll get for your ride is sunstroke. All my money is in them sacks.
You better start packing. Because this spread goes to the bank tomorrow a.m.
Mary, go back in the house.
What's happening, Jesse? What is it?
Mrs. Phillips, if your husband would get rid of that shotgun, I'd be pleased to tip my hat.
Who are you?
John Keeler, ma'am. The new owner of this ranch.
The new owner.
Didn't he tell you? Your husband's not a very good poker player, ma'am. He ran into a bit of bad luck. Sorry to have to surprise you this way, ma'am, but he should have told you. He's got till tomorrow to pay me. Good day, ma'am.
You promised me it would never happen again. You promised you wouldn't play cards.
I know it. I didn't set out to break the promise. Mary, I thought I could win enough to buy more seed, but he cheated me. Mary, I'll get the farm back. You'll see.
It's not the farm, Jesse. It's you. Don't you see?
Morning, Mary. Jess?
She knows, Lucas. Keeler was just here. He wants his money by tomorrow morning.
Oh, Lucas. How can you trust a man who can't control himself?
Mary, you know how badly Jess needs seed for a good crop this year. He thought he could win it. Well, he wasn't right, but don't be too quick to judge him. He didn't do it to make it easier for you.
What can you do with a man like that?
Mary, I'm going to try to prove that Keeler cheats. I've got till tomorrow.
I guess I've got till tomorrow, too. At least to make up my mind. Thank you, Lucas.
comes. Step right up, gents. Step right up and let's play cards. Wheel and deal. Jacks are better, aces high, and deuces wild. Hey, Tinhorn, I'm calling you. What's the matter? Our game too fast for you, Mr. Tinhorn? Want to call me a liar again? Or did you have enough last night?
Come on, Mark. He's just a big mouth.
What's the trouble, son?
Oh, it's these I-E-E-I words. I always get them mixed up.
Well, there's a rule to follow. I before E, except after C, when sounded like A, is in neighbor and way.
I know that. Well, like here's a word where the I comes before the E and it's after a C. Glacier.
Glacier. Oh, that's a French word or something. Hey, you work on it, son.
I can't concentrate.
Well, son, it'll all be over tomorrow, one way or another. Good night.
Well, if it isn't Mr. McCain, the gambler.
Hello, Millie.
What's going on? Do you know that the whole town's calling you a Tinhorn gambler? I'm tired of defending you.
Oh, you've been defending me? Thank you.
Why are you doing it?
Why does a steer rub his flank against a tree, Millie?
Why?
Because he likes it.
Lucas, please tell me. Why are you playing in that game?
You really want to know?
Yes.
Great piano music.
Last night, Mark wouldn't tell me what he was fighting about, and tonight you're keeping secrets.
There's no secrets. I just like to play poker.
With a professional Tinhorn? When your son is alone all night? Well, I guess I know when I've been told to mind my own business. Good night, Mr. McCain.
Now, Millie.
Only my friends call me Millie. People who don't trust me and gamblers call me Miss Scott.
Well, were you ever skin tanned and nailed to the barn door?
No, I don't know. I thought I stood up to it pretty well, Micah.
You lost.
Did you talk to Fats?
He's watching Keeler closer than his piano music. Hasn't seen anything wrong.
Keeler went out to Jess's place this morning. He's leaving town in 2 days, and he wants to collect. So, of course, Mary found out.
How'd she take it?
I'm not sure. I explained how it happened. I think I got Jess a stay of execution. But I've got to start forcing things. Trouble is, I can't do much with $175.
More money might draw him out.
Yeah, it might.
Here you are, $225.
That's all you've got. I could lose it.
Take it.
100 will be enough.
Take it all. Come on.
Thanks, Mike.
Hello, Mr. McCain. Back to buck the tiger?
If I can get my britches onto one of those seats.
I don't know. Looks like a big night.
Howdy, McCain.
How's it going?
You know me, I always win the small ones.
Hello, Rose.
Hi, Lucas.
How about a sandwich and some coffee?
Help yourself. I gotta get this tray over to those thirsty coyotes.
Sure, but let me pay you first. You can keep the change.
Thanks, sweetie. McCain's loaded for bear.
Well, I'm happy to hear it, baby. Tell Joe to get out.
There's an empty chair, sweetie.
Thank you.
Welcome, Rifleman. Evening, gentlemen.
Show me money.
I'll see it.
How many?
2.
Top.
I'll play these.
Check to the razor.
Pass.
How about 20?
Adios.
20 and 20 better.
I'm out. Should have been in the first place.
You got nerve. I would have had to look.
I'm a professional gambler.
This ought to make me about even.
Well, gentlemen, it looks like we've come full circle. Seems like it's going to be another one of those dull evenings.
Well, let's warm it up a little.
Not a bad idea. Why don't we take the limit off? Table stakes, what do you say?
Here's where I get killed.
I came to play.
Oh, Rose, bring the gentleman a round of drinks, will you please, and bring me a sandwich.
Wait a minute, Rose. Set that tray down in front of me.
What's troubling you, McCain?
That napkin, Mr. Keeler. I'd like it better if it weren't folded.
You think there's a stacked deck in the napkin? Go ahead and look. That's one of the bad things about being a gambler. Now get out.
You're not very grateful, Keeler.
What'd you say?
At least I proved you run an honest game.
I can't hold a grudge, McCain.
You're a man of charity.
Cut.
Have one on me.
Mark, anything wrong?
No, sir. I just thought I'd take a ride. I couldn't get to sleep. Mike, isn't there something you can do? Can't you arrest him or something?
Not until he breaks the law, and there's no law against poker. Come on, your pa will be all right, but maybe you better wait inside with me till we make sure, eh? Come on, boy.
Rose, open the back door, will you please? Get some air circulating in here.
$26, and don't raise it, man. That's all I got on the table.
I'll call.
2 pair jacks up.
3 aces.
There goes 6 months frying in the desert.
You folding?
Got it, I'm tapped out.
Well, gentlemen, I guess that's it.
My luck's been running pretty good the last hour. Let's keep going, Keeler.
You mean the 2 of us?
Why not?
No, thank you. I don't like to play head and head. You can keep going all night that way.
Do you really feel lucky?
I don't think I've cooled off.
I tell you what, how much money you got there?
Oh, I'd say about $700.
I'll play you 1 game of showdown for the whole thing. Thought you wanted to play.
All right. Let's go.
Really believe in your luck, don't you?
I think Lady Luck will stay with me for another hand.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so clumsy.
Cut. A jack. A king. Jack's a pair. No help. A 7. Still no help.
Possible flush.
A deuce. No flush. An ace of hearts. King's a pair. That's lucky.
You had me worried, Keeler. I was afraid you weren't going to do it, but you came through like a thoroughbred.
What?
You switched the decks.
Is that what you do when a man whips you? Call him a cheat?
I smudged the cards in my hand. One of them was the ace of hearts. Clean, no smudge. When Rose dropped the bottle, you switched the decks.
You're loco, McCain.
I am, huh? It's got to be here somewhere. Fats, you got any music for cheating Tinhorns?
Want a souvenir?
No, I've had enough souvenirs to last me for 10 years. Like this bill of sale. I ought to frame it and hang over Jess's fireplace.
I'll trust Mary to see to that.
Hey, look at this, Pa. This is marked dead.
I know, son, I know.
Pa, teach me how to play poker.
If you don't, Lucas boy, somebody else will.
Yeah, but not for a while yet, Micah. All right, son, someday. First thing you're gonna have to learn about poker is that it's not always played as a game. Come on, let's go home.
you.